Hi everybody, we are here with Michael Scott, who is from Manchester, where we are now, and Michael is the co-founder of OnsideFooty.
OnsideFooty.com,
Okay.
yeah.
That is an online platform that connects players to nearby aside football games. This is the second business that you do. After you will explain us what was your first one as well. And he studied international business management in the University of Nottingham. And also he is passionate of travel.
Yeah.
He has been in many places in Europe, in Cuba, and also living for a year and a half in Australia.
Yeah.
You are interested to know more about Michael? Follow us. Okay, Michael.
Yeah.
So before we go into on-site footing, tell us about your previous experience.
So I started a hoodie business which was selling clothing to schools and year 11 students who were leaving, and I did it with a friend, and we got a load of schools in Manchester and a couple down in London on, and yeah, that's probably my first sort of exposure to the business world.
What happened with that first business?
So we kept it going, and then when I got to university, it was quite hard to maintain it and carry on with my studies and also keep the sort of contacts up at the school, and ultimately I decided to just call it in and concentrate and start focusing on the next one with the lessons that I learned from it.
So you were still focused on doing your business, so what is the motivation for you to become an entrepreneur?
So it's something I've really wanted to do ever since I was like 12. I think the idea of being your own boss really appeals to me, and the kind of idea of seeing something through from the beginning is really, I find it really exciting, and meeting loads of other businesses in startups, like it really, I feel like you learn a lot from each other, and in a business that's your own, that's the best way I think to learn, because you're doing everything, not just one job.
I agree with that, yes.
Yeah.
And how did you come up with the idea of this business, and when you said, okay, now I think this is a good idea, I'm going to invest my
Yeah.
money with.
So it was during my time at university when I was trying to organise football games, and it was so frustrating finding the players and collecting the money, and there'd always be somebody who dropped out, and then the pitch wasn't available, and I just thought there has to be a much easier way for this, and there wasn't. So we decided to create one. I got together with my friend Ben Morris, who's a co-founder, and yeah, we thought, look, let's give it a go and see what happens, and we tried to create like a version without a website, and like through Facebook groups and things like that, and we got a lot of customers that way, and we thought, like, okay, we've sort of proven the concept here, now let's go and create the full website.
And how does it work exactly?
So you go on to OnsideFooty.com, you pick a game, click on a slot, and then you kick a ball. That's it. It's really quick and simple.
Tell us about the Accelerator program that we are both doing.
Yeah.
This is a program that helps entrepreneurs to improve, to boost your business. Tell us, how did you get into it? How did you apply, and what are the benefits you are getting from it?
So I first heard about it from a friend, someone I met at a networking event, who was telling me that they had office space in Spinningfields, and they were on this Accelerator program where they received mentorship, and I thought, that sounds really good, like I'd like to be part of that. So he sent me over I sent him an email, and he sent me over the details, and we applied, and then there was a selection process where you had to fill in an online form and then come in for like a Dragon's Den style interview, and you had to pitch your business in 60 seconds, and luckily we were one of the businesses to get selected, so that's how we got into it.
And do you recommend it to other people to do it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, meeting the other entrepreneurs here is really useful, and you also can have a space to work from and really focus, because working from home or other office spaces can be quite hard when there's a lot going on, but here you can have a permanent desk and just it's a really nice atmosphere.
I agree. Yes. Also, well, we have some workshops with different topics about businesses.
Yeah.
And it's very good that we can meet many young entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
It's good for networking as well. So, okay.
And it can be quite lonely as well when you're doing it on your own or just with one friend. Like if people are in a similar situation to you, you can often relate to them and help each other out, but also just take time off together. So.
What are the 3 biggest mistakes you have experienced so far as an entrepreneur?
I think the first one would be that we should have looked at done the cash flow and all the numbers before we entered the business, because that would have helped us really see what strategies would be best in terms of like cost per acquisition of a customer and things like that. Because we wasted money in trying advertising before we had the product right, which is another mistake, but also things that weren't suitable when we should have gone for other options which were more suited for our target audience. And that leads on to the second one, which would be know who your customers are, have a clear customer profile, and once you've got that, you can target them more easily and develop a better strategy. And the third one, I'd say an error that we did at the start was we were testing out things, but we were testing out more than one thing at a time, and it wasn't clear what the consequences of that was. So I'd say just do things, you want to act fast, but at the same time do it right, and don't just rush from one thing to the next because you want to get it done. It's better to do a full job on something, and there's lots of people out there that can help, and sometimes outsourcing, if there's something you're not sure of, is a lot better than doing a half job yourself. Yeah.
So it's about having your product ready, and then also having very clear what is your target.
Yeah.
The public you are directing to.
Yeah, and then not just doing things cheap, but doing things right. And it's often worth getting things done at a premium price, because the quality is a lot better than doing it on your own and half job.
Okay, thank you, Michael, for sharing your business experiences and also a little of your personal life. So you have traveled a lot, especially 1 year and a half in Australia. From all the places you have been, what are your favorites?
So Cuba was amazing. Like the culture, everyone's really friendly. I think for me, when traveling, like the people make a big difference. And Cuba was a really nice atmosphere, but also in Australia, like I think the Aussies are really friendly, and the weather and the beach, like the whole lifestyle is very laid back, which was really nice. And I'd also say the other is I've been travelling around the Middle East a bit, and the party scene in Tel Aviv was really good, and surprising, because I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was, but again, like everyone was very friendly there, and really fun.
From all these places that you have been, or maybe others, because this business you have started in Manchester, but it is scalable. You can implement it in other cities,
absolutely.
other countries. So in the future, where would you like to establish, or maybe be a nomad? Or
I think, football is the number one sport on the planet, so there's lots of options. But in terms of where would this business work, I think Germany is definitely one place. They love organising stuff in Germany, but also they love football, and I think as well the US would be a great market to tap into. Soccer, as they call it over there, is massive, growing in terms of number of people playing every week, and I think the US, whoever would launch there, would be very successful, because it can be quite hard because American football's the biggest sport in America to actually find enough people to play with, but they might not know the players, but there's definitely the numbers there. So I think this would be really beneficial to those guys in the US.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
So thank you all of you who has been listening to us.
Cheers,
I hope
guys.
this interview has been useful for you, and see you in the field.
Yeah, get onside. Hashtag
OnsideFooty.com.
.com.
Thank you. See you soon. See you in the next video. Bye bye.